oil prices poop the bed. Or oil production poop the bed.
Greetings and welcome to Ganzorig and Kahren presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 1 Episode 7. I am your host, but not the DM. The DM stick belongs to Adam. Yep. How's everyone doing on this, what day is today? Wednesday?
I got a sunburn.
What?
I got a sunburn in the snow. That's what I did this weekend. I reffed a strongman contest.
It was outside?
Yeah, I was outside in the snow.
All right, weird.
There was one of the competitions that I've competed in. There was one of the most like, ooh, is he okay? Call the medics kind of events.
Because of
the
ice
guy
and
was
slipping around, or
it was ice and slipping around, and he was kind of new to the sport, so he didn't quite understand the whole like, you can't wear runners. So if it was a slightly higher level contest, we would have done an equipment check at the beginning, and I, being one of the refs, it would have been like, hey, your shoes are unacceptable.
You're gonna hurt yourself or somebody else. And...
Yeah, this is like the whole time I'm like, this guy's shoes, right? It's like, oh, he's pretty hefty, it'll be fine. And I was like, no, he's hefty and like road runnering around, where it's like, you can't just keep. You're not allowed to slide around with a 300-pound tire on your back. Unacceptable. You're going to get hurt. So he dropped a steel pole on his back. And the thing is, it was like the resetters were like, it's like you could see them flinching to try to jump in, and it's like, no, just let the thing fall down, because the only thing you could do is also get crushed by the 300-pound pole you're flipping over. But no, the contest went well. My wife had fun. I had fun. It was, I got to flex my mental muscles as I did all the math for figuring out who won. It was that's more impressive to some of these people than like what I could move, because they could also move most of these things. Look how fast he does the math. They didn't even pull out a calculator. Like, all right, it's okay.
That's funny.
It's a hobby for meatheads. So anyways, I did that, and I got a sunburn, and I got a pimple on my sunburn, so my nose kind of hurts, and it's kind of red. The lighting, it looks like I'm really shiny, and then not, but it's actually burned on.
Wouldn't even have noticed had you not said anything. So
right.
Yeah. Finished 3-Body Problem yesterday, the Netflix series. It was a lot of fun. There were some stupid things about it, but overall it kept my attention. And I just found the alien tech. Is it a spoiler? There's aliens in it? I don't know. There's something in it. They might not be aliens. I don't fucking know. But the technological level that's being displayed, it's like, why didn't they just wipe us out?
Well, it's they kind of explained that in a way that I found I liked how they why
Yes.
don't they just wipe us out in the present? Their explanation for the problem in the future. That's the
Yeah. Anyways, we're full of spoilers at this point in time, but
yeah.
worth watching if you like sci-fi and space stuff, I guess.
The first everybody should watch the first 2 episodes to learn a little bit of history. That's Adam's little like
Also
everybody.
that, yep.
Yeah. There's some very good portrayals. Good is not that well. Very accurate portrayals of some historical events in the first couple of episodes that are pretty interesting.
And then I watched right before game the first episode of the second season of Physical 100. And they basically introduced everyone. So
yeah. Here's all of our people.
Oh God, I'm so boned. Look at that guy. No, look at this. Look at this athlete. What's this guy doing here? And they're so polite. If it was done in America, you'd have some asshole going and knocking all the busts over and shit. Yeah, exactly. There were just, you couldn't. Like, there's this level of civility and honor that I don't know exists in North America.
No, they would be like, I am going to choose the person I think I can barely beat. They're not going to do that. They're going to like, no, we're going to choose the little guy that doesn't eat enough and absolutely smoosh him into the ground.
And the first episode is kind of boring too. It's all of them running on
The treadmills.
Treadmills. It's like, oh, okay. So I started eating dinner and cleaning while they're treadmilling. So
what I liked about that one was the whole like, hey, I wouldn't have placed last. Like for me, I'm looking at those going, how would you do in those events?
The last 2 episodes, hey Fox, the last 2 episodes of Demon Watch, was that when we were raiding the temple of the really lawful people? I think that's where we ended up.
Yes.
The lawful people that were watching the rift that had the bugs coming out of it.
We went back to steal the staff of healing.
That's right. Chase yoinked the staff of healing as you guys fought like what are they called?
Stupid bugs.
Yeah, inevitable.
Oh, inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. I tormented Ahmed and Ale with one inevitable. Like they offended a lawful god, so they basically I made it just it's the Terminator, and
it's just slowly walking towards wherever you are.
Towards them, and it just attracts and it just follows towards you at 20 feet per round. And
it's the slow, unstoppable zombie. Oh, that's funny. To torture a low-level party like that is
what
hilarious.
I did.
Oh,
yeah, well, they're chased through the Underdark, but it was the motivator to move the story along.
So they didn't camp out one space for too long. Yep. That's fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. You should put like I've used that bag. I've used that particular bag tool in the bag of tricks. So if I do it again, Ahmed will know. But if you use it,
yeah,
it'll be a surprise again.
I don't know what campaign we could get away doing that with, because sort of the high-powered, high-level ones would be like they stop and we face it and we fight it.
Well, yeah, this was like that is true.
Yeah.
Because this was
we were gotta catch them when they don't have the weapons to fight it. They're weak in power, and it's clearly like Terminator level threat.
You get chased around for 3 or 4 levels, and then you kick its ass, and you feel good about yourself.
Yep.
Right. You need that whole arc. Yeah.
Fun. We're playing Ganzorig's backstory tonight, right? We're finishing that off.
Yes.
So let me go back to where we did Ganzorig. I think that was first game, called Driftwood. The Kunian warrior priest Ganzorig awakens in chains aboard a ship called Wormwood. He is a captive of the pirate crew, along with a Venaran named Sunwoo and a fox named Gitano. Seasick, starving, and half-drunk, Ganzorig recalls recent events in a haze of hallucination. An orcish attack on his home village, a great sandstorm sent by Akadi, the appearance of an outlander warrior, Kahren, and tracking orc raiders across the plain to their mesa top lair in search for his missing father. I think also my uncle's missing.
Yes.
Or Ganzorig's uncle. I think we just beat up a bunch of orcs.
So this is later in the journey where Ganzorig is actually telling tales with Kahren around a table in the bottom of the ship. Black Dog is still unconscious from his leg healing, and the tales he continues to recant as he was previously interrupted. Yes, around the orc scout camp map, Kahren and Ganzorig had faced some orcs that were on the top of a cliff face.
Perform oratory 10. It's really a story for him and Kahren. It's not quite told in a way that's very expressive. Oh, and then this happened. Remember that? A cutie.
And cord. I guess I fell from a Katie's bosom, though. It's good to be out of the box. So Ganzorig and Kahren have just leapt, protected by the grace of Akadi, and fallen to the ground after having slew many orcs, but a whistle or a horn had been blown.
Yeah. I think it hopped on a horse and we're going to jet over to the other side.
Okay.
And kind of hide over here to see what the reaction is.
All right. Give me a second.
And I think I have... Yeah, powers have been ticked off. Looks like Karen's injured.
Yeah, Karen got thwacked by an orc. I'm going to just give you a little bit more sort of general space to play with. You're saying like loop around the other side, so you're basically trying to say come over this way. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we suspect that a bunch of orcs are going to go. Like we're not sure how they get there, but they're going to go and have a look at what's going on up top.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to give this a little bit more.
And then I don't know if Karen has the ability to heal himself or if he needs Ganzorig to do it.
Karen should have the ability to heal himself. Just doing a
he's got 5 fervor per day, and it looks like he's got 1 used, so he should probably
fervor. Fervor is 2d6 currently, or 1d6.
1d6 at third.
1d6. Okay, he will use 2 fervor because all the hit points matter at this level.
Yeah, okay, I've ticked them off.
Okay. All right. Okay, you've scooted your way around. I'll just give this because this is a continuing cliff face. I'll just give you a little bit more.
And there's some sort of structure or bridge.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's to represent the bridge. I'm gonna keep. There's a map that I'm kind of hiding beneath you there.
That's fine.
You can be as far I don't know how far away you want to be along this space. You are an archer, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think close enough so that we could observe. Like we'll give them a few moments to react, and then we're going to figure out how many foes we've got.
Okay. All right. So you do see. Orcs
there's another group of them up there
running across. They are looking around to figure out what happened. You can see them trying to track. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Ganzorig's perception is +11. Oh, and we're in plains.
You are in plains. Yep.
21.
21. Okay. You see there's actually some more orcs on this side that are peering. You are there. This thing is about 100 feet down, so you basically get +10 on your stealth checks. If you could roll stealths for your only those 4 orcs actually have a potential line of sight.
Okay, Ganzorig stealth's 39.
That's very nice.
And Karen's stealth. He does not have stealth.
He has freedom.
16 dex, but the +10 is not bad. Let's see. 17 for Karen.
Okay.
And then the horse, I don't know what it rolls.
Okay. Roll a d20 for the horse.
5.
5? Okay. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So, they are trying to spy upon you. They are not very perceptive.
So the horse would be, if we're trying to make the horse stealth, it would be a -4 plus the 10 for distance is +6 plus whatever the dex of the horse is, which is probably +2. So a net of +8, and it rolled a 5, which is 13.
So you're hidden from the orcs.
Okay.
Yep. It's real close. Ganzorig, they're looking over. There's one who, for a moment, you swore it was looking at you, but it was like looking at you with one eye, and then it turns, and it's apparently got like a non-functional eye or a lazy eye. It was just one of the eyes was pointed directly at you, but it obviously wasn't. You know,
Ganzorig whispers to Kren, "Their dark vision's only for short distances. Can't see us in the shadow."
he's shaking his fist. Karen still wearing very brightly colored ceremonial robes from Ganzorig's grandmother.
I think we tried to roll him in the dirt to make it not as colorful. Should I ride out there and say hello to them from afar?
Karen is going to. I'm just going to double check. I think he's.
My bow's got much bigger range than your stuff there.
He shrugs. Okay. What was your perception check total?
It was 21.
21. Okay. You do hear some noise of orcs approaching, but they're from like a lower position.
Oh, we got to get ready. I think there's a readied shot at the first orc that we see. We can outrun these assholes. Karen moves at 40.
Yep.
I think Ganzorig on his horse moves at 40.
Okay. All right. There's the sound of orcs coming.
A lot of them?
A lot.
Okay.
You know that it is.
Can you give us some
more room to play?
More space here.
Okay, you effectively have a large Acunian plain.
Yeah, this is. You don't fight close. I think we should go out into the plains. It's much safer out there.
You're able to make, if by laying prone or crouching, you can use that for enough concealment to hide at distances of over 100 feet.
Yeah,
just as a. Aside from that, it's basically
I think Ganzorig's going to basically spend a round running his horse into the plain.
Okay, the large man curses at you in a language you don't understand.
Yep. and he slows down about here. Like he slows down when he can see the massive horde of orcs.
Your horse has the run feat, I believe.
Yeah, so 40 times 5 is 200. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking to see Karen's feats if he's
a runner.
So there's some a stern gaze and some cussing on a generally cheery face as Karen also runs. We're going to call that run the surprise round because the orcs do see you as you're bolting.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of howling. That is the surprise. We will then start.
What do the orcs have for initiative modifier? And do you want all the orcs in the same pip?
I would like the orcs on 2 different pips, actually.
So orc troop.
Yeah, the
and
orcs and orcs. Yeah, just because having them all go at once would be somewhat cruel.
And then I'll have some numbers.
Actually, we could put them all in. I've changed my mind. If we putting them all in the same pip is absolutely fine. I'm looking at the sort of their weapons. Yeah, just put them all on initiative of +2. Because I've got a bajillion windows open.
Orcs. 2. Oh, I deleted Karen's initiative by accident. He got a 16.
Yes. All right. Ganzorig, absolutely dominating. Okay, so from the angle that you've run to, yeah, you can see there's a mob of orcs sort of coming out to take a look. They have they appear to have some like axes and spears and javelins.
Okay. Let me just double check the riding archery rules here. So if I move twice, I'm at -2 attack. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can move once without any penalty, which is nice. Alrighty. So we intend to fire a bunch of times and then take a single move into the plains. So this is +1 from mounted. All right. Oh, fuck you. AC 28.
Yeah, that's the. You are the one who is fucked.
AC 11.
AC 11 misses.
Okay.
They do have a little bit of armor.
And then how does mounted combat work in the system? Can my mount move when I still take a full, or?
Well, it's. Are we talking melee or ranged? Because range, it's your mount gets 3 actions that are 3 actions.
All right, so I might as well take the last one, even though it's a Hail Mary, AC 3. All right.
Yeah. Nope.
But I do hit once with the orc horn bow, and the orcs take 12 damage.
Okay. The orcs take 12 damage.
And the horse takes a single move. Oh, you better. You probably want to keep up there, Kahren.
Fuck you!
3 arrows fly. One finds its mark.
Karen's just double his. Oh, will he double move? He still has the his mutagen running. He does not have the. He still has his mutagen running, and he still has his I think even his bless might still be running. Can you see him? I don't have it ticked. I can't remember, or did he fervor? I can't remember what he did last round. It's been.
If he has, there was a bless running, so if that's still going, then the AC 12 on the second attack probably not enough.
No. Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't a bless. It was a divine favor or protection from evil. I can't remember which one he cast. I'm just looking at he cast it first. Okay.
Only 94 more arrows.
He's going to double move, I think. So is the plan just? I don't know what the plan is.
Oh, they're on foot. They're fucked. We can do this all day.
Okay. The orcs on the top of the hill. They are basically coming forward and yelling. One of them is blowing a horn, similar to the horn that was blown before. The orc warriors are coming to fight you, and they triple move as they're trying to get in range. There's only one of you. How bad could it be?
They don't have bows, right? They have javelins, you said?
They have a bunch of throwing weapons. The orc archers apparently haven't come out of this. Your camp was attacked by some troops of orcs as well as some troops of orc archers.
Yep.
So.
No, this is payback for attacking our camp and, a lifetime of misery from orc raids. Ganzorig, I think, is next.
Yep.
All right. 140 feet, they move at 90. So if I double move, they're catching up by 10. So next round I'd have to maybe triple move. Yeah, okay. So we can basically keep out of their range. I'm going to do a double move this round, so there's a penalty. to the attack. AC 19 and AC 20.
Okay, those both hit. 19 is their AC, while they're not doing anything. Now here's a question. We haven't talked about troops and reactions yet. Are troops able to, like, use... I think they probably should.
Yeah, they have strength scores. They have ability scores, and they have armor.
So they are going to attempt to block one of the arrows.
Okay, the first one did 1 to 7 damage, and then the second one did 9 damage.
Okay, so they take 9 damage.
And then we're double moving, and I need more darkness.
Here, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah. Okay. Have it your way. What kind of armor were they wearing?
They are wearing... wait a second. They might actually... they are wearing chain shirts, and
chain shirts have hardness 8, so they could
shields.
absorb that. And then, what kind of shield?
They have light wooden shields.
Okay. Hardness 6.
Yeah, so they use their shirts to absorb the first shot. Kren is going to... I think he wants to cast a spell, but maybe he doesn't. But maybe he does. I think he just is going to... Kren is going to run this way.
Triple moves that way?
Yeah, in fact, he saw they didn't attack last time. He's running. He wants distance. He will take the
where are you going over there?
It'll distract them.
Don't be stupid.
I've got an int of 6 right now.
Yeah. You're big dummy. He's Ganzorig's like turning his horse slightly and cursing a little bit under his breath.
Okay. The orcs are going to attempt to... is it time to run you down? I think that, again, they... the orcs are double moving forward and are being defensive. They're trying to basically block arrows.
Yeah, they're like, this sucks.
This sucks. Yes, this does suck.
Maybe we shouldn't have left the safety of the cliff. Sure. Ganzorig is 160 feet away. So still second range increment. We're going to only do a single move this round. Which means I don't take that penalty. Oops. Oh. Modron would have hit with a 27.
Yep.
The AC 14 doesn't hit. And the AC 10. Alright, so 9 arrows down on top of ones.
You're encouraging them that this tactic will work.
And then the single move. There.
You're so fast. All right. Karin is going to keep going in the direction he's going. The orcs are... They think they're going to walk you down. They're clunking forward. They're getting pretty far away from their cave.
Ganzorig's looking over his shoulder. He's riding away, slowing down a little bit. Where are you going, you big dummy?
I have an idea.
All right, well, I guess I have to start arcing towards Karen. Orcs then Ganzorig, right?
Yep.
Ganzorig's going to do a double penalty, so a double move this round. AC 17.
Nope.
And AC 18.
Nope.
All right. Double move this round brings us to here.
I'm going to just remind you that you have aim as one of your, if you're not using that last arrow.
If I'm not using that last action, yeah, so the aim would have been AC 19, but they're
defensive. It's still missing, but
yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
The thing you could do with that action. Okay.
In our offline game, there's going to be a plot where the troop of mercenaries is going to go to a place where they're going to get better bows, and one of the non-magical upgrades that the master bowman will be able to create for you is like a sight for the bow that gives you +1 whenever you use the aim action, which I thought was like a neat, like it's a kicker,
great kicker.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
I was happy when I'm like, oh, these little kickers. All right.
Yeah, it's little things.
Famous elven bowmaster, crafts your shit for you. And
encourages you to use some of the extra tools that we're building.
Yep. All right, so yeah, Ganzorig's arcing around a little bit. Like there's a bit of an arc to his run this round.
Karen's going to run straight north because he sees you coming together.
Yep.
It's like alligators. We're going to make them dizzy.
What are you babbling about?
Alligator.
Oh no, my friend's gone mad. The sun. Kozu's fire has driven him mad.
Okay, where they see you going sort of in that direction, so they're going to change their angle slightly, and they keep hunkering forward.
Okay. We're getting kind of close. They are almost in the first range increment. They're going to bust out to a run, aren't they? They're going to try. We're going to take double penalty this round. We will aim. We will aim as our first action, fire as our second, AC 19. And then AC 15, and then take a double move.
Tunk, tunk. Tunk, tunk.
Don't let them get too close.
Okay, Karen is trying to make an X with you through the field. He's gonna have to slow down at some point because the running, like he'll eventually get tired running.
Yep.
But he's still having fun. He's having a fun run through the field with his pal in his summer dress.
Oh, weird.
Okay. The orcs are still mainly focused on defending themselves from the dude on the horse with the arrows as they're waddling forward.
Okay, so they're still like hunkering defensively.
They're hunkering and moving forward. They're using the shields.
We are going to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
A spell called Divine Favor.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think we have Bless because Karen can't cast Bless.
Oh, okay.
I've already made the spell list.
Then why was there a Bless?
Karen does have Divine Favor. Which
Karen can cast Bless. He has all the cleric spells. You just pick which one you want.
The War Priest is. You pick them? Oh, it's prepped.
It's prepped. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were like an oracle. Okay, so in the next time, tomorrow I will put the Bless on.
All right, that's fine. So I cast spells as standard. I'm not going to move my horse more than a single move, which means that I've got
one attack,
no aim. Nat 20.
Uh-oh.
21 to confirm the crit.
Do you have anything that helps with the confirming of the crit?
I might.
Because you're looking for AC 23 to confirm.
Oh, there's a fortune point.
Fox wants the crit to happen.
It's complete.
Fox doesn't want to see our party run out of ammo.
No, I was looking because there are things that like add
we
to
had some
crits,
stuff in the tank.
and I was looking for my favorite. My favorite class bonus is extra spells. It wasn't the crit thing.
Wasn't the crit
All right,
bonus?
so crit happens. Awesome.
Yep.
Standard damage against the orcs.
Okay.
Standard damage would be 6d6 plus 15.
Oh,
The orcs just took 39 damage.
Okay.
Oh, I got you right there.
So they are they even going to try to block it? Yes, they're going to try to block it. They block it. The orc. There's an orc. The mechanics for blocking for troops is kind of weird. We're just going to run with it for now.
Yeah, you're just degrading their equipment, and you know, like.
So there's an orc in front who basically this arrow blasts through his shield, goes through his chest, and then he ends up falling onto an orc behind him, and there's this like big sort of mess of damage on the other side. The troop is very hurt. They're not dead. They really didn't like being critted. They would be bloodied in that respect. In that respect.
Well, once we break their numbers, then we're gonna charge. Okay. That's what he says. We're getting closer to Kahren. You look really nice in your summer dress, by the way.
For corn. Hey, Karen's getting ready to charge, so he's crossing with you, like he's confusing the enemy. So he's basically running this direction.
Or thinks he's confusing the enemy. Ganzorig's going to take a glance back at the cliff. We've kind of ignored the cliff for a while. What are these orcs doing, and is there anything else coming out of the butthole of Grumbar?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 23.
You do see a big orc sort of standing by the cave mouth, taking a peek, and a couple of the orcs up here seem to be not necessarily watching with great detail.
Well, looks like we still got an audience. This is the best Acunian play.
Run like the wind! Katie!
Okay. Look at them all hiding in Grumbar's ass crack.
The power of cold will expel them from the cheeks of Grumbar. Katie's wind shall blow.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun metaphors.
All right. That troop is going to make a morale check because maybe being in the middle of the field like a bunch of jackasses is not going to work. Yes, you might run out of arrows, but they might run out of faces first. Kate, they make their morale check. All right, so they don't lose hope. So now they have to rely on their general intellect.
On their ferocity.
On their ferocity. How ferocious are we? All right, how close are you right now? Oh, you're so far away.
Yeah, we've been keeping good pace. Competent horse archers must have been so annoying.
You should just show up and be like, hey, Romans. Oh, great, you made a little string that you attached to your javelin. It'll go an extra 20 feet. Let me show you something.
Nice. Mongolian compound bow.
Let's talk about composite materials in design. Okay, they are moving back 60 feet, and they're still defensive, and they're still like face towards enemy.
Okay.
They're retreating.
Well, they might be trying to head fake us. That puts me in third range increment. Ew. Okay. So if I take a single move,
Oh, here I can actually stick them.
they're in
That's right.
second
Just in
range
terms of
increment.
on the map, he would be here because there's like this. Anyways, whatever.
All right, I'm gonna single move aim. We've got a good with the divine favor running. I think this might be the last round of divine favor. No, the second last round. It only lasts for
A minute.
Oh, it's a minute. Okay, that's right. Then we're at. I cast a spell and attacked. I attacked. We're in the third round. AC 17.
Nope.
AC 23.
AC 23 is their AC. No, their AC is 21 because they absorbed the crit the face.
Yep, 15 damage from an arrow.
Okay, they absorb some more, and their armor keeps dropping. How much was it? You said
15.
15? Okay.
Katie's guiding my arrows true today.
Yeah. Get him! Are we charging?
Not yet. Not until they scatter. How do you like your horn bow? Kids are showing them like their own bow design.
Kahren is gonna.
He does that sort of like two leg up with the horse, showing them the bow, kind of posing for them.
Doing like that little circle with the horse.
Yeah.
Kahren is gonna just take this moment to huff and puff a little bit to reset his running rounds. He doesn't want to fatigue himself by running around in circles. That would be stupid.
That's the job for horses. With endurance and run.
True. Yeah, they will be better than you at this. Okay, so Karen's just taking a rest. The orcs are going to... a couple more are going to start to take a peek. It's like, oh, the horn trumpeting here seems to have changed tone. And they're stag turtle trying to get away. Ganzorig.
Yep. They are 280. So if we move 40, they are just in third range increments. So we're going to do double move this time.
Okay.
There is a penalty for that. -2. Divine favor still running. I will, so aim, AC 16, 8, 6, and that one. Oh no. AC 18, critical miss.
Uh-oh.
Roll the strike ally. If hit, then auto-confirm critical. How the fuck did I hit Kahren?
Well, your horse is also an ally.
Yeah, it's true. 9. Okay, so no, I didn't hit. I dropped an arrow. Oh, sorry there, buddy.
What? No. So in this one, your auto miss was like you fired one that was just like caught through the mane of the horse.
Yep. Quit shaking your head around. Pulls hard on the rein a little bit. I like the talking horse better.
All right. I've lost Kahren. That's Kahren. So Kahren is going to just triple move. In fact, he's just going to double move.
Come try to get us, you cowards! He's yelling in Orcish.
Kahren isn't tired because I wasn't moving him the right distances after the first round, so I only ran for one round. The rest of the round he was triple moving. Just bad with number. I forgot his move speed. I didn't make a mistake. I just, that's what he was doing. Retroactive. The orcs are defending themselves and moving back.
Oh, they're learning. They're learning. So, single move. Puts us at Oh, 110, 220.
Second range increment.
Second range increment. Aim.
That's such a bad critical fumble.
AC 23.
Hits.
For 10 damage.
They're going to try to absorb it. They still take some damage, but they really, really are hurt. They're scrambling back.
So that was one move with an aim. I do have a second shot, but this is at like this would be 11, 6, 4, AC 16. No. We've used about 20 arrows in this fight, plus the top fight so far. So we've gone through a full quiver of arrows.
Okay, Kahren is moving forward, and he's... Fuck you! Gusts of the wind!
Oh, be careful, we don't want to get too close to the cliffs. They might have more surprises.
Alright, there. One more round of... Actually, I'll make them, because they're so close. Do they stop being defensive and just try to get out of there? Oh, they just try to get out of there. They are running. The troop is running to the cliff. They're no longer defensive. They're just trying to go.
So if we double moved, that gets us. We're in third range.
Orc horns are being blown.
All right, we'll give them one Hail Mary. So aiming second range increment, we double moved. The penalties on this are bad. 15. But they ran and their armor has been ragged, so I don't know.
They ran. Okay, so they're AC 19. They ran AC 17. Their armor is not defensive, and their armor is 3 dents.
Okay.
So AC 14.
So I double moved from third range increment, a single arrow aimed well.
Screw you, boyo.
12 damage on the arrow.
Give me 1 second. How much they got left in them? Anything more than 1 means good to go. They're good. 12 damage. Okay, so they need. How many chain shirts do they need? All the chain shirts is how many they need. That's the last dent their chain shirts can take. So their chain shirts are currently broken. They're orcs and shields. Okay, they're not dead, but they're not happy with themselves. Kahren is going to come up beside you and is patting your horse.
Yep. Oh, he's done pretty good so far. Only one quiver down, too.
Who's a good horse? Okay, he's having a breather. He's taken up a similar taunting sort of position. These orc warriors are coming off the battlefield. They're triple moving around. They're absolutely beaten.
Yeah, that's right. Crawl back into Grumbar's butthole.
There's some yelling at you in Orcish. Do you speak Orcish?
Yep.
It's like slave fodder, moving meat, man flesh. They're giving you a variety of different slurs in your general direction. Kahren doesn't understand what they're saying. He's just happily. Kahren is treating this like we've won the football match. Like we have won the sporting event.
This orc up on top. I think we're in. Just if he was flat, would be...
Yeah, he's up, so it'll be the next range increment.
Yeah, we're in the third range increment. Single move, aiming, third range increment, -4. I think that's right. And we're like, last couple of rounds. You see 27?
Man flesh!
13.
Get over here, man flesh!
13 damage.
He's standing up via his orc ferocity. He is bleeding to death.
This guy. Nice.
Okay, the orcs see this and they move back and are adopting less confrontational positions. They're grabbing cover behind the edge of the mountain, by the edge of the cliff face. You can give me another perception check.
15.
15. Okay, there's a little bit of motion back here. You can see a couple of these big orcs.
Blood must be pumping, adrenaline, wind in the hair, firing bows, the exaltation of what appears to be a minor victory in the skirmish.
Okay, Corinne, just gonna catch up to you.
So we see these guys?
Yeah, you do see those guys. They do have cover from you. They do look like they're defensive and watching.
All right, so orc cave master is gonna get an arrow.
Okay.
Second last round, I think, of divine favor. We didn't move, and there's an aim, and he's in third range increment. AC 15.
Okay, no, it blasts off AC 15.
Yeah.
It actually does hit him. It shatters against some metal armors that he's wearing.
Okay. But he knows I can hit him.
Yeah, they're adopting a more defensive position or defensive posture.
Okay, now we need to run away, get a little rest, and then come back when they stick their heads back out.
Okay, they are not actively going after you at this point in time. Where do you go?
I think we go out into the field.
Okay, about what distance?
Probably about 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet?
Enough that we could watch them and see what they're doing, but...
well, I'll give you a little bit more, and then you can actually have the 1,000 feet, because Map Tools is awesome.
Yeah,
1,000 feet.
600 feet.
I don't want to draw the entire mountain cliff face. I can, if we need to. Draw the whole topographical map of China.
We stop out in the field, and we hop off the horse, and Ganzorig has a sit, and lets Kahren catch his breath.
How long are we going to be here?
Well, I don't know. How are you doing with your spells?
I've got blessings. I've got blessings to spare.
So do I.
Clerics have the ability to... Do they have the ability to lose spells for healing?
Do they have spontaneous casting? I do not know.
Let me double check that, because Fervor might have replaced that.
Yep.
Wall Priest. Divine casting. Spontaneous casting. Yes, they can.
Okay.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so Kahren has some healing magics, and he's got his Fervor. I'm still good to fight.
Yeah, Ganzorig has used his judgment. He's got 3 grit and 1 determination and 1 first level spell left, and 4 quivers, mostly full of arrows. So he can. If they're stupid, they're going to come out after us.
What if they aren't stupid?
Well, then they're just going to stay there. We'll have to approach. What time of day is it?
I think we said it was like late afternoon.
Well, if it gets to nighttime, we're gonna have the disadvantage. These orcs can see pretty well at night.
Maybe we should light a giant fire. The gods can see.
Well, I'll just end up smoking us out. They're sitting on rock. Rock doesn't burn very well.
Rock is Grumbar, right? Damnable Grumbar.
Rock's Grumbar. We're in his beard right now.
Are we ticks upon Grumbar's beard?
Oh, we could be ticked somewhere else.
Does Grumbar have a mountain or a ravine?
Instinctually, Ganzorig scratching himself.
That does make sense.
You think we can take him?
Of course we can. Give me a sense motive.
Sure. Which I think is a... Oh, no. Inquisitor. You get a little bonus. 8.
As far as you know, he genuinely believes you can take him.
What are they doing? Can we see them on top of the cliff?
Yep. What's your take 10 perception? Just as a...
Take 10 perception would be 23.
23? Yeah. So you can see them poking their heads up. They are keeping an eye on your current position. It's pretty obvious that they can see your horse. And they are basically always have somebody looking at you from the distance that you're at. You are being watched.
I know we're here. They're too cowardly to come out and get us.
What is the Acunian hand gesture for fornicate with your mother?
Ganzorig makes a head. Just a rude gesture. That probably involves.
That's the rude gesture.
It probably involves thumbs and.
He's sticking his thumb into the whatever. He does that towards the orcs on the mountain.
Well, we could go back. I think I got another surprise for that guy in the armor. He thinks his armor is going to help him. What is the range of that?
If they're going to be out there a while, I wouldn't mind brewing something.
I got to be pretty close to him though. In the first range increment, I can use one of my panache to do a touch attack.
Okay. Kahren would like to brew his mutagen.
Yeah, we'll sit out there for an hour.
Yep. Okay. Late afternoon sort of turns into early evening. A couple hours has passed. Basically an hour spent watching, waiting to see if the orcs are going to come. Then Kahren lights a small fire. And then waits another 20 minutes to see if the orcs are going to come. They're not, so he starts to brew his mutagen. Okay.
I think once he's brewed his mutagen, we're going to start harassing them again.
Okay. Come on, dark of night.
So we start moving back. Are they doing anything?
You start moving back. I'm going to give them a few perception checks to see if they are okay. So you start moving back after 6 seconds. You hear horns being blown, and there's some, scrambling and movement on the other side. They move around. You can see some people poking their heads out. You're not really threatening each other at this point in time. Well, they're not threatening you at this point in time. Let me know when you plan to threaten them.
Are the big chunguses still there, or did they move back?
They have been moving in and out at that current distance. They're kind of hard to see. I will roll a d3. Okay. At this point in time, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are basically 3 chunguses like come with the horn. They're poking their head out of the cave, or out of the narrow ravine.
Okay. All these guys have cover.
Yeah, they're currently taking cover. Well, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will roll wisdom checks for them, just to see if one of them is silly enough. One of them is silly enough to not realize that you should take cover from archers. That was number 3. Is number 4. This guy is just standing upright and not taking cover. He's pointing. He's pointing at you, preventing like a very.
Which one? Sorry.
This one.
This one. Okay. It's like, hey, they're out there. He's in second range increment. So we're gonna. I don't have all the bonuses running. So 10 minus 4.
Are you aiming?
We can aim for +2. Yeah. AC 21.
Splorch.
For 10 damage.
Okay, that orc is very wounded and no longer wants to play.
Okay, we'll just sit out there and wait for an orc to stick its head out.
Okay.
Inch closer a little bit.
Yeah, that orc basically it drops prone and is like crawling away from the Acunian sniper. Effectively taken out of the combat. You got 1 hit point. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Okay. Others they're taking cover. There's some horns.
There were orcs that had bows that attacked the village. They're obviously not here. Much to their dismay.
Okay. A minute passes.
No one's stuck their head out.
There's people like nobody has stuck their head out where they didn't have cover. That seemed to be the triggering.
All right, we're gonna start inching closer then.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
18.
18. Distance is pretty high. Okay. I will roll. Okay.
Which one should I go for? That next guy there, hiding behind a crooked rock?
Okay, an arrow comes blasting out at Ganzorig.
Oh no. Oh.
Ganzorig was flat-footed against the first attack. All right, so and then the range penalty is significant.
Is it coming from the cliff or?
It's actually coming from the mouth.
Okay,
I'll reveal in a second here.
Yep.
So 9 minus 4 for range. AC 20 against flat-footed AC.
Flat-footed is 15. So I think I got hit.
Okay. An arrow from an orcish bow comes thunking in for 15 damage.
Ow. Let's see. How are we gonna block this? It rolled well, right? I think we're gonna use our. Once per day determination, I could give myself a +4 insight bonus to AC but that wouldn't be enough. AC 20, okay. If it was an ally, I could call out and make them reroll, but that was against me. All right, so I'm just going to block with my con then, because I think 15 dents every piece of armor and
yeah. And these two geniuses aren't like making stuff.
Yeah. So I'll take the damage. So I'll take 13 damage. Ow. I think we're backing away. Do we see who did this?
Yeah, there's a large man on a yak, a large orcish man on a yak that you recognize as what you thought was the commander of the army that attacked you.
Oh, I remember that guy. Hey, they got their boss. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm not close enough to get rid of his armor for like a couple of shots, so I think Ganzorig wants to ride away to heal.
Kahren will cast a spell on you, and he hasn't gone yet, so he will cast a Cure Light Wounds on you.
Okay.
For 11.
11? Okay, and then we're gonna.
Whoa. Kahren is gonna go.
Oops. Yeah, we're gonna put some distance between us and that guy.
Kahren is making the same rude gesture again, returning.
We might as well fire one arrow, but there's going to be some penalties.
Are you firing before you're moving or after you're moving?
Yeah, before. Okay. We're going to fire at his goat.
Okay. It is a yak.
Let's see if he's got the feats. Okay. Aim. 9 aim. -4 penalty, and then we're basically triple moving. Which is -4. Is that right? That would be 10. +2 for aim, -4, -4. So yeah, he got an AC 14 to his yak.
Give me a second. I've got too many windows open, so I am losing my stuff.
That guy looks scary. Better keep up, Kahren.
I can keep up faster than you, you lazy, you big lazy. Thanks for the clothes. No, it gets caught in the beast's shaggy hair.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Kahren on. Does he? I think he's taking a shot at. I think he might still shoot at Ganzorig because so far the man in the man in the pretty dress isn't really that much of a problem.
Up close, he's a problem.
Yeah, well, he's not up close, is he? All right, so this is the third range increment. He's going to aim this time, and you get your dex. AC 24.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to use one of my determinations to give me a +4 insight bonus on my AC to make it miss.
Okay. You see this arrow coming,
and that's like, my only determination for the day. So it's like no. Oh, okay. I kind of hopped out off the horse and then kind of back like trick remount and
he's using his yak to basically step in and out of cover to sort of keep a.
Well, that guy's a problem.
He's too far away. I can't punch him from here.
He's really good. I think.
No, you're better. Come on.
I think we need to. He's going to scan the horizon. Are there any, I don't know, favorable terrain where we could find cover?
So you can get concealment anywhere out past 100 feet.
Yep.
And you're looking for cover. Give me a.
So if we laid down in the grass,
You
we
can't
have
be
total
seen.
concealment or 20%
If
concealment?
if you lay prone, you can hide. So it
Okay.
gives you enough to make a hide check or a stealth check,
Which is 20%.
which is 20%. If you succeed on your stealth check at the distance you're at, you don't have 100%.
No, I think we want to coax them out of their lair. They have something that counters Ganzorig, so I think we're going looking for, I don't know, a big tree or some rocks or something that we can hide behind.
Give me a D8 and a D6.
2. Four on the D8 and 2 on the D6.
All right, and I'm going to roll a D4. Hill, tree, valley, rock. I grew up in these places. Adam grew up in this terrain. Okay, so there is a Saskatchewan hill, otherwise known as a depression, that you can get cover on. It is. I'm going to give it a green color. Basically, over here you can get this zone where basically the terrain gets a little bit deeper, and there's enough to basically get physical cover from things at a distance. If you're fighting from that spot in melee, you're going to be at minus like a +1 to hit from above if you're attacking from outside into that.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we could stand on the other side of that thing or inside until they get here. Ganzorg's just pointing in that direction.
Yep.
I'm not sure what Yakman's doing.
Okay. So, what is Ganzorg doing this round, or?
Oh yeah, we're heading towards the depression.
Okay.
Triple moving. We don't want to outrun our buddy.
Okay. Grand also triple move. Yakman is going to give you one parting. Screw you, bud. Screw you, bud.
Single black arrow.
Single black arrow come launching at you.
No.
He's going to aim. 1d20 plus 10 minus 8 plus 2. AC 6.
Well, Katie waved that away. I just went away the hell over there.
Okay, then he kind of shuffles back in his cave. You can hear some like happy is not the right word, but a different cadence of tooting from the orc horn.
Yep, it'll take us 3 rounds to basically trot over to the depression.
Okay, he's not firing any more arrows at you at this distance. You do get the sense that they're looking at you, but once you get down into that depression, they can't see you if you basically hang out at the bottom of it.
Okay, so once we're in the depression, we're gonna start gathering grasses and things for campfires.
Okay. Nothing is currently coming towards you.
Pop our head up every once in a while, make sure there isn't like huge gang of orcs coming.
You pop your head up every once in a while. It does look like the orcs that are on guard are watching. You do give me a perception check for Ganzorig, just to see how keen his eyes are at this distance.
22.
You do see some of these more heavily armored orcs. You see a couple of them seem to have taken higher positions. They glint in the sun a little bit as the sun is beginning to set.
Okay, Genzorg's gonna scout basically where we're gonna end up running.
You have 3 hours before sunset.
Yeah, so we're gonna set some campfires. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Okay. Are these bundles of dry grasses that are ready to light? Or are they already burning?
That are ready to light.
Okay. Let's do a survival roll to see how sort of effectively and quickly we can sort of put together our coded defenses.
Sure.
Well, awesome.
14.
14. Okay, we've got some bundles that we think we can light. Roll a d6 plus 2.
5.
Okay, so you can position 5. You have 5 of these ready to go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's taken like 1 hour of your time was making bundles. At this point, you can make more bundles or do something else with the next hour.
Ganzorig's gonna take maybe 10 minutes just to scout out like the direction where we're gonna run. If there's some landmark or some way, like basically.
What distance are you expecting for your like? What distance are you looking for your landmark?
I have a feeling that if the orcs come out here, we're gonna have to go for a jog. So miles.
Miles? Okay. Yeah. Let's just roll a d4 again. 3. On the way here, there was a scar in the ground that you kind of know where it is.
Yep.
You know that you can get to that. At night, it will be a little bit hard to navigate there. If you lose Kahren on the way there, he might have to Winds of Acadie his way to where the hell he goes.
Yeah, he's gonna point out the direction for Kahren, like draw a little arrow in the ground or something like that. Like you head that way if things go wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so your safe zone is in that direction. So we're just gonna.
Okay.
Your plan is to go. I used the wrong tool. That is no. Why does it look like a PP? This is not doing it either. I want to. There we go. Yeah, that way. Basically, the instruction that was given to Kahren. I just drew an arrow on the map to indicate your safe direction or your planned bug out direction. Okay. You have an hour and a half remaining after sort of a little bit of scouting and some surveying and building up some fires.
We'll let the horse feed, take a drink for our water skins, and kind of get ready.
Are you still injured, or are you still have 2?
Ganzorig has 2 damage.
Kahren can spend spells to heal you up,
or spend one of his fervors.
He can spend a fervor. I think the fervor he can use to cast a spell quickly, so he probably wants to keep 1 fervor.
Yep, he's got 1 left after healing Ganzorig.
Okay, so heal Ganzorig with the fervor.
Awesome. Okay, it's going to be probably a bad night.
It's never a bad night with my friends. Ganzorig and the horse.
It is a horse. Yeah, we've got crate water, so like dousing the horse and keeping ourselves cool is not a problem.
Okay.
When things start to get dark, we're gonna light the fires.
Okay. The sun goes down. You light your fires as the sun is cresting in the sky. There's the most beautiful orange and red sky as Acadie is fighting with Grumbar. You can see this brilliant energy. That the sunset is this just beautiful fiery.
And then we're gonna wait on the other side of the light, just like outside of the light's radius. Like we're gonna.
Okay.
And one of the campfires is in the ravine, so we're kind of like trying to trick them that we're waiting in the ravine in the light.
Okay. You light your fires. The sun goes down. You hear the crackle of the grasses, and you begin to wait. Karen has a mutagen ready to go.
So they're gonna come. They're gonna think that we're waiting down there. They're gonna all be standing on the edge here, or so we hope. And that's when we pepper them.
All right. So, give me one moment. You have.
I think we're gonna make, like, if we had time, a straw dummy, like stick one of our saddle blankets over.
You didn't use. You had an hour and a half that you didn't use.
Okay, so we're gonna make a straw dummy that looks like somebody, like, sitting at the campfire, so that it's casting a shadow, like, towards them. So
give me a craft check. Let's just see how it goes. I think Kren is now in underloins as his dress is being used on a dummy.
I've got bowyer tools. I don't know if that's probably a straight D20 roll. All right, we've got a craft check DC 14.
14? Yeah, you can make you can make a target dummy. Making a target dummy is use your craft bowyer.
Okay, so 16 with the bowyer.
Okay, because you make target dummies and things like that, like things to shoot arrows at is bundles of hay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you have a dummy Karen dressed up in a dress. I'm just gonna go here and go, bloop, and I will state. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna put that one on him for the dummy Karen in the dress. Yeah, the Skyman is now. He's not quite in the buff, but he's in his Under Armour.
I bet you it gets hit with 3 javelins.
I'll take that bet.
Okay.
It'll be hit with more than 3.
More than 3? Okay. He pulls out a silver coin and lets Karen hold it. Here you go.
You hear him counting 1, 2, 3. Fuck. He's counting his javelins.
Hey now, don't waste. You're gonna need those for something else. You better hit at least 3 orcs.
Makes sense. All right, so the troop isn't coming out to play because the troop is kind of fucking hurt.
Injured. Nice.
But members of the troop are coming out to play. So, go down to bare bones. You hear some creaking and cracking of the grasses.
Uh-oh.
In the darkness.
They're not messing around, are they? They're not sending 4 dudes.
No. Okay. Give me a perception check for both Karen and for Ganzorig.
Okay, Ganzorig, 21. I don't know what Karen's perception is. It is... Oh, he's got a good one. 24 for Karen.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to do boom and light source. It is a just to make things a little bit more,
Spooky.
atmospheric.
The light tools are awesome.
They are.
Oh, I'm going to need to do something to give us sight. If you could take it off for a second. I don't know if our tokens are set up for it.
I will... Give me a second. I will do the thing. Boop. You should be able to see the tokens?
Yeah, Ganzorig. Then under config, I need to give has sight normal. Great. Kahren has sight normal, and the horse technically has a little light, but it can't communicate really to us. So.
If it falls within the horse's range, there might be noises coming.
So yeah, we're hanging out on the edge of the shadow of the closest campfire.
All right. So we have... Orc party.
This does feel like Conan, doesn't it?
It is. I did it with my spear. All right. You got a 20-something?
Ganzorig got a 21. Kahren got a 24.
I hear something.
Okay.
There's a crunching sound.
They're probably getting closer. It's time.
All right. I need 4 D8s, Marty. I'll make you roll your own demise.
18. Or 1, 6, 3, 8.
1, 6, 3, 8. Okay.
I think you should drink your juice.
Yeah.
Your crazy juice. Just the whisper.
the whisper roar.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kahren drinks his juice. Ganzorig stays quiet, or
Yeah, he's staying quiet. He's got a ready to action to fire at the first asshole the first orc asshole he sees.
okay. The orcs. Well, actually, we're at the point where we probably should get our initiative going.
Okay.
All right. There's orcs with a +2, and then there is orc boss,
Senior Yakman.
Senior Yakman, Mr. Yakman, who has a +3.
+3, and you need 40 20s. I'm just going to roll this in.
Yep.
15, 9, a 1, and a 16.
Okay. Ganzorig, the crunching that Kahren was hearing, you hear it too. It sounds like it's coming from the west.
Okay. Come down that way. Interesting. Okay. I want to cast a spell, but I don't want to make noise.
The conundrum.
It's my last spell too. Damn it.
Remove fear.
I think we're gonna go ahead and cast it. They can hear us. Makes sense that we're making some noise. So I'll cast my last first level spell. Katie, protect me from the evil of the orcs. And he casts Prot from Evil on himself.
That is a good spell to cast.
Mainly for the +2 deflection at this level.
Yep. All right. Senior Yakman.
And then we still have a ready to action. Unless it's a surprise round, I'm not sure.
With that spell, I think they definitely know you're there, and you know they're there. So this is
okay. So he's got a ready to action to fire at the first orc. But he says,
If we go through a couple rounds of combat without like hearing each other for a bit, then we'll go back into no surprise round. Senior Yakman has moved around. Karen, you cast a spell. So he'll cast a spell. So Karen will cast. I think they hear us. God.
Oh, I think they hear us. I still think two javelins in that crane down there.
He's got a javelin in one hand.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Okay, you hear an orc something something about man flesh, yada yada. With the talking going on, you can start to hear motion from more angles.
Yep.
There's definitely something moving from the south area, and does it get close enough for you to hear? You have the faintest indication that it might also be something over here.
Over this way?
Yeah, over in this direction.
Okay.
And these ones, they're getting close. A arrow is fired at the Karen.
At the dummy, yeah.
at the Karen dummy. Does it hurt? He's pointing. It's not a javelin.
Same thing. Do we know which direction it came from?
Give me it'd be like a base attack plus a wisdom roll or a perception roll. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's perception for Ganzorig. 23.
23. It was fired somewhere along this line.
Okay, so somebody out here fired an arrow.
Somebody out there fired an arrow as they
and
got
the arrow had some good pull to it, like it fucking sent me flying.
It had decent pull to it.
Okay.
But it didn't quite have the same fletchings. Somebody, you don't think it's not so much the pull. It's like the twang of the bow. It was a composite longbow. It's an orcish composite longbow, but it's not like the strength 20 orcish composite longbow that was giving you the what for.
Okay, so we still have a ready to action. We're waiting.
Okay. All right. What is your ready to action?
To fire at the first orc we see.
Okay. All right. So that ready was spoiled. Senior Yakman. Why isn't there screaming? There should be yelling. All right. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, he's coming up to see where he can. All right, so to the south you could see the yak rider. He's got his bow out. He is aiming at the Karen.
Okay.
He is firing at the Karen. He is taking a big chunk out of the Karen. 11 damage. Okay, yeah, the Karen between the two hits, it's still standing, but it's starting to become obvious that it's not a real person.
Take my ready to action.
Okay.
I'm spending a grit as a free to fire as a hooded champion. I can make a single attack within the first range increment. We're in the first range increment against his touch AC.
Okay.
I don't think he's sensed us in the darkness yet.
No, you're stealthed in the dark.
Okay. All right. So let's make this arrow count because I think he wins otherwise. But you know, it's okay. It's all good. 8, 9, 10. So plus 10 against his flat-footed touch AC. Let's go. We could do this. AC 26
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits him.
for 7 a mighty 7 damage.
Okay, he was unaware of the attack. He's not taking, like, he's not trying to absorb it or anything.
Whoa, got him. And then we stay very still and quiet.
Okay, you showed him. All right, so he moved. He's out of actions. Actually, he does have he has an action left. He will like take a defensive posture. Not that will help against things he can't see. Give me a stealth, like just a stealth check at a -20.
Yeah, you might hear where we are or whatever.
Yeah. They might know where to look.
Plus 11, plus 2 for planes, -20. 5 plus distance.
Okay. The distances are...
He's 110 feet, exactly.
Decent.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, he knows where you got shot from. You hear commands being shouted in Orcish. You see him. He's pointing, like, in your direction, but his hand is doing like a line kind of,
yep.
You know, he doesn't know exactly where you are. It's pretty obvious from his body language. He also looks...
There's about to be a lot of orcs in a second here. Hopefully they charge through the light. Otherwise, we need to run.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
They got 2 archers. That's a problem.
All right.
Well, that was Senior Yakman.
That was the Senior Yakman. I have...
Who's scary as fuck.
Kahren. Well, they kind of know where we are. Kahren doesn't have light as a spell.
Fine.
So he couldn't, like, cast light on a javelin and yeet it at something.
No, we'll have to tag team, I guess. He does have powerful throw, so he's a good thrower.
He's a good thrower, yeah. Okay, so Kahren is going to
He's
move...
got 6 javelins, 3 light hammers, and 3 alchemist fires. So he could light something.
He could light with an alchemist fire.
Yep.
Does he want to do that? Because the alchemist fires have a maximum 50-foot range, which is not fantastic. I think Kahren is going to sneak. He's moving stealthily over Hmao, and is readying a javelin because he's kind of going towards the noise and hoping that the noise crosses the light.
Orcs!
The orcs! All right. There's yelling from multiple directions. Sounds of rustling coming from the side. Orcs are coming forward. They're running past your wall of fire lit up. There's a really angry looking orc here. He does not have a bow. There is also orcs coming this way. This orc has a bow.
Okay, that's the cave master. All right. And this orc wandered into second range increment. There's a bunch that are in second range increment for Kahren. 60, including the guy with the bow.
I think he's going after the guy with the bow. Also, the guy with the bow and this guy are within no check at all.
Yeah, they're in the light. They went running into the light.
Into the bright light. All right, Kahren is going to shoot the orc cave master in the facial region.
I also think these guys are all they could all see Kahren because they're dark vision 60.
They're dark vision.
Oh, not all of them.
The ones in the back. They had to move to this point before he's like, found them.
The cave master can. Yeah, these 3 can.
All right. Well, they're out of movement, but Kahren is going to blast one in the face. In the face. All right, now where's my bloody? He's got the better throwing one, does he? Does he have one where he can power attack with the
Yeah,
throw?
he can power attack with a throw. His base thrown is +8 plus whatever modifiers he's got. Bab 3, strength 5.
I think we're going to rage.
Okay, so he's got rage and mutagen, so that's
Yes,
+4.
that's a +4 on top, and then I think we're going to power attack with the throw.
-1.
Right.
And
So
you said he had divine favor cast.
no, he cast it last fight.
Okay.
So that's +12, +11, -2 for range. So +9. AC 19 blasts the orc from his hidden position because Kahren was hidden at that when he originally chucked the javelin.
So D6 +5 with rage and mutagen would be D6 +9, and then
Plus
power
power
attack
attack.
plus another
2.
Fuck, he hits like a truck.
17 damage.
Whoa. This is looking go for
Gravely wounds the cave master. If he could not take another hit like that.
What's the cave master wearing for armor?
The cave master is wearing breastplate.
Okay, problem. Guy with bow, problem. Guy on yak, problem. I think it's Ganzorig's turn.
It's Ganzorig's turn. Yep.
He doesn't know we're there, or he can't see us right now. He can't see Ganzorig. Ganzorig can see him perfectly.
Yes.
So... Oh, I probably should have rolled concealment against the guy.
That's fine.
Would have hit.
You got him. I'm not...
Yep.
It's cinematic as fuck, boy. You know?
Yeah. So this guy, you can't see me, I think is going to get the first attack. And Ganzorig, unfortunately, doesn't have rapid shot. No, he does have rapid shot. So what we're going to do is rapid shot this guy. Rapid shot's a -2. Do I have a thing in here for it? No. -2. Is he down in the depression and we're above?
Yeah, you have +1 from above that I did not give to Kahren, but yes, he's down in the depression and you are above.
Okay. Weapon. We don't have any blessings running. Ooh. Okay. 8, 9, 10, -2. Oh, but I got 2 attacks. Okay. That's not too bad. Alright, he gets rapid shotted. AC 14, AC 25.
Okay, AC 14 hits his armor. AC 25 hits him in the chest, like hits through like exposed plates where the javelin has punched a hole.
Yep, 11 damage.
Okay, 11, 28. The orc is very, very wounded, just barely hanging on.
Okay, second attack is we're going to aim. Second action, we're going to aim. And then do our last attack.
Okay.
And the horse is only going to move a single move this round. So 8 would become 3, but with an aim becomes +5. So
The orc still can't see you, so...
AC 17.
Okay, you hit the orc.
Nice. For another 8 damage.
8 damage, okay. 36. Okay, the orc is only being kept up by his orcish blood.
Okay, and then Ganzorig trots back in the grasses a bit.
Okay, that orc is struggling to remain conscious. All right.
All right, one orc with bow down.
All right. That's Ganzorig. Senior Yakman. All right. Well, Senior Yakman, from where he is, can hear the sounds of fighting. He took an arrow to the face that he did not enjoy. He knows he's in the light. He's fought humans before. First things first. First thing, move it outside of your line of vision.
Yeah, there's a bug where I can see them moving around when you move them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm zooming far in, so I can't see it.
Okay.
I know what he's doing. But...
It's going to come as a surprise to your backside. Okay. All right. Senior Yakman, moving around. Kahren. Ha ha! He pulls out. So he had javelins out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to whip a javelin and move. He's going to. That orc with the bow looks very injured. I think he's going to go after the fresh orc here.
Okay.
Just to, equal opportunity offender. The orc does get its dex bonus because of
because you can see him.
Because you can see him.
You can see the death as it comes sailing towards him.
All right. 1d6 plus
11.
12 damage. That orc is going to block using his leathers.
It's like hardness. What kind of leather?
Studded.
Studded leather is hardness 5.
5. Okay, so 7 damage. The orc is quite wounded. And 1 dent. And then Kahren is going to... Oh, does he throw again?
Yes. And then he can move off into the darkness.
And then he can move off into the darkness where he can't be seen. He's going. You know what? He's going to throw again. One more. AC 13 against the orc with a dent in his armor. That hits. Yay! Low level fights. 15 damage.
Low level fights with degrading armor rolls.
That orc is actually killed by this.
Good job. Good. Yeah, that's good.
He's going that way, and he's going to use a swift action to get a little bit further. All right, that is Kahren. 2 down. 2 down. Orcs. All right, so. Okay, Ganzorig, you can see some orcs coming in from the side.
Oh, Kahren, I think we're just gonna run around in circles around the campfires, okay?
Ring around the rosy. All right, they can hear you talking. These guys are coming through the campfires. All right, this orc, he bleeds one. And is moving. He moves. He does see Kahren. He is going to fire at Kahren. Natural one.
Of course.
AC 11. Okay. Okay. The orc slips and knocks himself out, where he's off the battlefield. Basically, he's out. He's not dead. He's bleeding, but he's on the floor. All right. These orcs are coming forward. They're coming at Kahren. He can't see them. Kahren is getting 3 javelins thrown at him.
Look out, buddy! He doesn't. You can't see them either.
I think Kahren has the barbarian.
Uncanny dodge.
I don't know if he keeps uncanny dodge. Fast range, controlled range, angelic attacks. No, I think they gave it up.
I think it might happen at a later level.
It's an underrated. Brawler probably gets it. Okay, that's fine. All right, so
he's a blood rager, right?
Yep.
They get uncanny dodge at second, and he's a
blood rager 1.
Blood rager 1. Okay.
Okay, so he does get it at the normal rate. Okay, so the orcs are yeeting javelins. AC 9, AC 10, AC that 1. AC 6. Take a point of dex damage. Okay, there's bad flash. I think there's around me. Says Cred, one of the javelins is actually near him enough where he could throw it back. The guy who took some dex damage. All right. Okay, Adam needs to close this Excel sheet because he goes to that one every single time he's looking for initiative. Ganzorig.
All right. Can't see the orcs that are fighting Kahren. We lost track of the yak guy. He's off in the darkness, I'm guessing somewhere over here. But we can see some other orcs. So I think we need to take out an orc. We're going to move. We're going to rapid shot the orcs that are over here.
Okay.
And I plan on moving more. So I think I'm taking -4 for a triple move.
Okay.
Let me look at the penalties here. -4. -6 for rapid shot. Okay. This orc guy that's wandered too close to the flames.
Man flesh. Man flesh.
AC 17, AC 21.
Yeah.
2 arrows for 22 damage.
22. He absorbs a little bit and is up by the power of his teeth. Like
okay.
He's 22 becomes 17. He is like the orcish out on his feet state.
Yeah, and then I just moved 80 feet back, like gonna back into the darkness.
All right. There's some yelling. There's yelling from around Kahren.
We need to go around, buddy. Big arc. Big circle.
All right. Kahren. Sorry, Senior Yakman. All right. So he's being told where you are. So he knows where to go. You pulled some sneaky prick maneuver last time. He's going to... the penalty for triple moving is -4.
If you have mounted archery.
If you don't have mounted archery, is it -8 or -6?
I think it's -8. I can double check.
We're going to double check that just real quick. He does not have mounted archery. He has spirited charge instead.
Yeah, that's still as bad. Yeah, it's -8.
-8. Okay. He is going to...
It says when running, but I think in the 3-action system we should be penalty
with that because the ×3 is basically a run.
Yep.
All right, so we'll work with it that way. Okay, there's an arrow being launched at you. You don't see where it's coming from. you are the one on the horse who keeps killing his men. What a bastard.
Yeah, Ganzorig's done quite a... He almost did the troop in.
Uh,
all right, flat-footed AC, huh? Okay.
My strength orc shooting a bow at you. AC 16?
Flat-footed 17. If he's evil, then...
He's evil. This guy's a prick.
Then it's 19 plus... and yeah, my dex is not included. So.
Okay. An arrow comes whistling by your ear. You did hear... You heard the general direction it came from. You also heard the hooves of the yak. It was like it moved towards you very quickly.
He says in orc that we'll be dining on yak tonight. We'll be dining on yak tonight.
With a side of Acunian. It says in Acunian.
Oh. Fucking. How dare you sully my people by speaking our language, he says in orc.
Bow before your betters. Kahren. Kahren doesn't have a source of light. So big arc around.
Or go crashing into the orcs so you can see.
Well, yeah, that is an option. Kahren is going to... Oh.
There's a big orc here.
There's a big orc there. Okay, so first thing, Kahren, I think we're going into melee mode. At least for a bit. So we need an action to get out the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, let's see how we do this.
He's got Jaka Gambu's Masterwork Tetsubo or his Woolly Rhino Horn Masterwork Battle Tankard.
Yeah.
If he uses the Battle Tankard, he could enter into his what is it called?
Stance.
His Blade and Tankard style. What does that do?
You can 2-up and fight or flurry. You can attack with your main weapon and drink from your tankard as part of the attack.
Yeah, so he could... I don't know what he's loaded up into his tankard, but he's got potions, True Light Wound potions.
With a bull strength in there.
Okay.
Which I think this is probably the time to use said bull strength. And it's like he attacks with it like his brawler attacks, correct?
What do you mean?
That's what the tankard style does, right? It's you can if you're fighting using 2-up and fighting or flurry, and then does he use brawler? Does he have the brawler 2-up and fighting stuff or no?
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's got brawler flurry.
Yeah, so brawlish flurry. So basically, he needs to 2-up and fight, so he has to attack twice, which is fine by him. All right. So Kahren will pull out his and with the tankard, though the Tetsubo is a 2-handed weapon. Okay, so with the tankard, he's going to pull out the tankard. He's going to... He provokes an AOO. Didn't mean to. But gets... Oh, does he really want to fight there? Oh, it's such a stupid place to fight. Okay, he's drawing his... He pulls out his tankard, and he is double moving around. Like the big arc. We're going with the big arc plan.
Yep.
And he provokes 1 AOO while doing this. The orc who threw a javelin. Yeah, he could hold the sword in the other hand, so he can make an AOO. So attack against Kahren as he goes by in the darkness. AC 12. It misses. As he's running around with his head cut off in the shadowy darkness. You'll get that 5-foot step and use that swift action. All right, Kahren running in the shadows. Orcs. All right. Yeah. So we've got the weird naked man running around with a tankard and a club. He's got armor on, but he's missing his clothes. Or do we get the guy on the horse with the arrows who killed 30 of our dudes earlier.
I don't know.
All right, so I believe that was self-explanatory.
Uh-oh. I can smell their breath.
All right. Okay, these ones are gonna. He's gonna go this way. 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 All right. These three orcs. You have. You can smell. You can smell the orcs around you. They're get them. Hack his legs off. They're attacking your horse.
Okay.
With their weapons. I will roll a d2 for each of them. It is falchion or great axe because orcs are bastards.
Oh
no. One is great axe.
And this is a light warhorse that I'm riding?
Yep. It is 1-1-2, so 2 great axes, 1 falchion. The third attack roll is a falchion.
So mean. Orc, big weapon.
Big weapon, chopper, chopper. AC 10, AC 13, AC 6, which is a natural 1. That falchion is a curse.
All right, so let's go. AC 10 is a
Should be a miss if the horse has natural armor.
let me see. Light warhorse.
Flat-footed large creature is 9, and then if you have a natural armor of 2.
Light horses don't have natural armor.
Ooh.
Although I thought war horses were advanced. No, heavy horses are the advanced simple template, so they're the ones that do have it. So they have flat-footed ACs of 9, unless it's wearing any barding. Not sure.
A D3. On a 1, it has no barding. On a 2, it's got leather barding. On a 3, it's got studded leather barding.
Okay, no barding.
It's the naked travel horse.
It makes sense because it was captured in the chaos of the.
Yeah, it was the horse you got. All right. Okay.
So that first hit. Okay, let's stop here. I do have mounted combat.
Okay.
And now I have to look to see if I need to see the attack in order to do it.
Before we do that, I'm going to roll that confirm critical fumble.
Yep.
Just because that was.
Once per round, when your mount is hit in combat, you may attempt to ride a check as an immediate action to negate the hit. It doesn't say anything about having to know. It's
you just taking a nap and assassin comes.
Immediate action, so I don't have a reaction this round. Okay.
It is your reaction, yeah.
But we will react because an AC 22 is much better.
Okay.
However, the second one comes in and then hits the horse. So the 13 hits, and the 6 is a critical miss.
The 6 is a critical miss, did not confirm the critical.
Okay.
All right, now orcs. You don't want to be in melee with orcs. Oh, 5 damage. There's a...
Alright, and a light warhorse with max hit points has 22 hit points.
Okay, this horse is particularly special. It's got 30.
Nice. Okay.
It is a Ikudian light warhorse.
Oh, extra hit dice. Get away from these things, stupid orcs.
Okay, the orcs to the south, you see them like running in your general direction. This orc here is stupidly running while injured at the dummy as it's bleeding out and is just in an orc furious rage. All right, that is the orcs. Ganzorig.
Wow, we've got problems, and I think it's time for some light.
Let there be light.
Yep. So first, the light warhorse is going to attack. I don't know, the orc to the south.
Okay.
in the
It is
darkness.
a light warhorse. It
Yep.
will. It knows where they are because it's got scent, I believe.
Yep. Okay, it's a warhorse, so it gets its bab plus its strength is +4, and these are primary attacks. It does not have a bite because it's small horse. Right, nat 20 and a 12.
Okay, let's confirm the critical. See what happens.
17 on the
Yeah,
crit.
the horse just poofed this warrior.
Now, complete darkness, there's like a 50-50, right?
There's a 50-50,
So,
yep.
hit.
Yeah. The story will be as the story is.
Standard damage. All right. Doesn't do a whole lot. 8 damage on the orc.
Okay.
Rears up and kicks.
And it was the one directly to the south.
Yep.
Okay. That with the -1 dex penalty that it had, it also got hit by that 12.
Oh, nice. Another D4 plus 1 for 2. Total of 10. It's getting molly up.
He actually takes the damage. He is woozy. All right. What's next?
Using then the horse is going to take a swift.
Okay.
Back away from those guys.
Okay, you're no longer threatened.
Ganzorig now is going to, like, using the ammunition which you can draw as free, cast light on his arrow and drop it on the ground.
Okay, you cast light and drop an arrow for free on the ground. Let's just grab a campfire token.
Sure, I got it. I'll make it really small, and then it has a 20-foot radius and
The radius as per
the same.
torch. Yep.
So we dropped it there. Okay. The horse then will make a move. And another move. Give me a second. You did 2 attacks, but it's got like 2 hoove actions. So is that like a flurry for a monster or not?
Right now, let's say that like those actions are 2 attacks.
Okay. So 1, 2 step and a move. Okay, so it's done. Ganzorig's turn now. So it's moved once. There's no penalty.
And you've used the standard.
Yep. I use a standard. That's right. So this closest orc warrior is... We're going to rapid shot the orcs and see how that turns out. Combat sheet. We're not in any penalties. Right, rapid shot would be -2. That's correct. AC 22 and AC 13.
Both hit.
Okay, the first orc 10. Is it still up?
Yep.
Then it gets the second arrow 11.
Okay, it dies.
Okay.
2 arrows blasting into its flesh. Okay, are you done?
I think I'm done. I did a standard and then a...
Yeah, and you used an immediate last round, so your swift this round is chewed up. If immediates and swifts have the same interactions they did before, I don't know if those have changed.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair.
Okay, Senior Yakman. Well, I see you.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about this.
Okay, I can see you. You're in the edge of the bright light, but I can also move and make it so that...
Then I can see you? Nice.
Okay, he's double moving.
Did we catch him along
Oh
the
yeah,
way?
you saw the yak moving through the shadows.
Yeah, we're trying to like instinctually we're moving the horse away from this guy. We're trying to keep him away, but
Okay,
they have very very heavy.
he's going to attack Ganzorig. The horse double moved, so that's a -4 to hit. He will aim.
Bastard.
So it's +10, +2, -4. AC 13.
No.
Okay, this arrow comes just thundering by. It like blasts a hole through your cloak,
Hitting my masterwork steel buckler. Ding! Whoa.
You're certain these arrows, if they landed with full force, would unseat a man from his horse. All right, Kahren. Kahren is moving in.
Get him, buddy.
Freedom. And just starts wielding his battle tankard like a madman.
So if he spent the action to enter his style, so he moved, spent the action to enter his style,
then
he could attack, and as one of the attacks, drink his bull strength.
So if using equipment fighting or flurry, you can attack with the main weapon and drink from the tankard as part of the attack.
Oh, you could do the full-on flurry.
The dirty trick is in place. You could throw the liquid in somebody's face as the other option.
Okay, yeah. Drink your. He's got triple strength bonuses.
He's got triple strength bonus. I'm so strong. I'm strong.
Disciple of Ook. I mean, Cord.
All right, so
yeah, so +4 from mutagen, +4 from raging, +4 from he drank a second level potion.
A bull strength. All right, so that is a +6. So that is +14. He needs to flurry, so that +14 becomes a +12. He will power attack because that's what we do. If we miss by 1, we will feel bad, but that's fine. AC 29. And he needs to attack twice, so it's a flurry, so he needs to attack twice. So, and he hits this orc twice amongst the head and shoulder region. The tankard is as per a light mace. I think it does a D6.
Yeah, it's a D6.
All right, so 1d6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2. It's non-magical currently.
Yep.
So 17 damage from the first blast, and 16 damage from the other.
Good God.
He punches the tankard through the armor and just collapses the chest of this orc as he's thundering. All right, state dead. All right, we will roll a. We forgot our percentiles because we are in the shadows. Oh no. Okay. He still knocks unconscious. He's not straight up dead.
All right, I'll change that.
All right. One of the misses in the shadowy shadows. Damn the darkness. All right. That is Kahren going bananas. All right. The bottom of the round. Orcs. All right. Okay, so orcs are coming forward. These two are coming in attacking at Ganzorig's horse. This orc is in a valiant war. It is blood fever with the Kahren doppelganger who he knocks over. These orcs are scooting forward. All right, that orc is going to attack Kahren. This raging orc is going to come forward and get mad. This orc is coming in.
At least Karen can see their attacks.
Yeah, this orc is
Yeah.
circling around. All right. The orc that is right in front of Karen, who's all woozy and stuff. AC 24. Karen's AC right now is 18, 20, 22 becomes AC 20. I think we just got hit. Now I'm going to roll the D2 for axe versus axes 1. It was an axe. 8 damage. I think he's going to block that so that he takes no damage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get dented.
Yeah, he's wearing chain shirt, hardness 9. Master
Yep.
chain shirt, hardness 9. Nice.
Okay, so he blocks it with your family's shirt that you gave him. All right, the orcs that ended up getting themselves into the flanks. To number 7. AC 21 is a potential or is a hit. AC 17 is a miss. Or AC 14 is a miss. The 21 hits because of he has the rage penalty, right? He's a
Yeah, let me double check. Actually, Urban Blood Rager, he might not.
If he's an Urban Blood Rager, then he doesn't take a penalty.
Yes, he doesn't have
So
a con bonus though. It's
that is a miss. Okay, those both miss. And then the Orc Rager. This is more a problem. It is a miss. Okay, this raging orc. Karen is in this battle amongst meat.
Who's the one that rolled the +5 that hit him?
That is the wounded.
That guy's still up. Okay.
That guy's still up doing the orc. I'm a jerk and I don't want to die.
It's this state. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, we're both trying to.
Yes. Yeah, I've been using just the incapacitated state and moving them around because it's been a while apparently. Herpeter. All right. At the very bottom of the round, Ganzorig.
No, these guys didn't attack yet.
Oh, sorry. All right, Ganzorig, you are getting you're getting an axe and a falchion in your face.
And they were attacking the horse?
They're attacking the horse.
I think I'm out of reactions.
Yes.
So AC 11?
AC 7, AC 7.
Okay. Nope, the horse is dodging. Dip,
Okay,
dodge, dive.
Dip, dodge, dive, and dodge. And this orc is whipping a javelin from a distance. You do get your full AC bonus against it.
Okay, this is against me?
It's against you. It's AC like AC 10 with the range penalty.
Yeah, he just ducks.
All right. At this point, bottom of the round, give me it's a free perception check from Ganzorig. Karen is busy.
28.
28. There's a distinct sound of the Imperial thundering gun weapons. There's a crack in the distance. Not related to this combat. It's like other people might have mistook it as like a tree branch breaking or something like that, but there was a bang.
From what direction?
You got over 25, 28?
Yep.
Let me this way, but like a long way away.
So not at their base, like somewhere way far away? It
could be at their base, but it's like it might be a distance from the base. It's generally in that direction,
Could
but
I tell
not
if it was pistol or musket or.
Do you have proficiency with firearms?
No.
Do you have anything that suggests you could make firearms or deal with firearms?
Nope.
There was a cracky boom in the distance, and you're not quite familiar enough with those things yet to
Okay. Interesting. Something's happening. Ganzorig, there's a brief, like, flutter of panic as he's hoping the orcs don't have guns, and then he's hoping that the orcs aren't, like, executing family members with said guns. There's deep concern.
Ganzorig. Speaking of
All
deep
right.
concern.
Speaking of deep concern, step away from the orcs. And
Those twos on those attack rolls against your horse. Yeah.
I think the penalties are going to be a double move. We're just going to kind of move off into the darkness towards Kahren.
Okay.
In a way that, we're not.
You have to get a little bit shorter if you don't want the elbow there. Okay.
And I think these two orcs are getting
The screw you orc maneuver.
yeah, I'm going to double check something. Yes, Ganzorig has precise shot. So I think we help Kahren instead. He's got 4 dudes gang piling him right now, so I think the one that's providing the flank is getting a rapid shot.
Okay.
Yeah, one of these guys is already injured, so let's see what happens here. And I do have point blank. Damn it. Oh, my horses counts as me. Okay, so that's good. The one on the right side that's providing the flank, AC 25.
Actually, it hits.
Okay, he takes 11 damage.
Okay. He is disabled, but still fighting as an orc would.
Okay, he'll get the other half of the rapid shot for AC 13.
That hits the orcs with their axes and no shields.
And another 14 damage.
Okay. He's dead. He's no longer providing a flank. You've got 2 actions left for Ganzorig.
I don't have any spells. Cast guidance on myself?
It's not the worst thing in the world. You can aim and then throw an arrow at the wounded orc to see if you just make him stop moving.
Yeah, there is that wounded guy, right?
Yep.
Nat 1.
I feel bad now.
Oh no! Get 1 point of bleed. If I could cut myself with a fucking arrow. Well, fuck my thumb. Split open my thumb. It's leaking.
Time to bleed. So I guess this is a guy who hasn't actually been hit yet. All right. That was Ganzorig. Senior Yakman. Well, there's a problem. Oh, do we want to be in the... No, I don't think we want the plus.
Yeah, he wants to attack. He's gonna be lit up.
He's going to be lit up. Okay, he's going to aim at you with his... He's going to aim at you with his bow. And will fire. 1d20 plus 10 plus 2 minus 4. AC 17.
No, that's my AC before Dex.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, you can see him. Yeah. You then see him use his last action to swap the bow for a shield and a wicked-looking sort of axe-headed lance.
Oh, look out for Chargy over here. He really wants to get us. Fucking thumb. Sucks on the thumb and gets a mouthful of blood.
Okay. All right, there's Chargy. Kahren. Kahren is going to swap to his Tetsubo.
Nice. Now that you've drank the strength potion
out of the tankard, Tetsubo. And I think we're going to attack 5 foot step away from the Yak Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And I think we're going to go after the Rager because
he looks the scariest.
He's scary, and I'm confident I can hit the Rager. All right, so 1d20 plus the Tetsubo is a plus 10 base. I had a penalty. I was giving myself unnecessary penalties of attack. I was just using his melee attack bonus before because I'm a goof. So plus 16, minus 1 is plus 15. AC 20 hits the Rager. AC 17 hits the Rager. Or might hit the Rager. Doesn't hit the Rager. Hits the Rager.
Darkness.
Darkness.
Yep.
All right. So the Tetsubo is a D10. So 1d10 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 5 is plus 16 plus 3 for power attack. 21 damage. Enough to kill an orc outright. The orc rager is going to absorb part of that with his toughness.
It should be plus 7, right? It's a two-handed weapon to start with. So your strength right now is 32.
Yeah, 32.
So that's
plus 11.
11, which is another
times 1.5.
16, and then you power attacked for 19. Oh, that's right. Okay, you got it. It was wrong on the sheet. That's
yeah. Okay. So, this is where Adam's sheets are just like
you just do them. Do the math.
I just do them while I'm going.
Yep.
Which is why they're always wrong because I never actually use those columns. All right, so the orc absorbs part of that, but is significantly wounded, and he is stepping through the fight away from the threat that Ganzorig is.
Swap weapons to attack step. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That darkness man. All right. Next we have orcs. All right, Ganzorig. Okay, the guy who's hurt, he's just double moving in your direction. He's not running. In fact, he's just gonna get to the point where you can't see him, and then he's okay with that. This one is actually scooting up to you. So there's an axe being swung at you, or swung at your horse.
They want to down that horse, don't they?
Yep, it's gonna eat it. Natural one.
It's the horse of luck.
AC 11.
Would it?
It had no barding, so I think that would have hit.
Would have hit.
Okay. All right.
If your horse was hit, no, I can't use mounted combat to fuck up someone to make someone crit.
No.
Yes. Okay.
All right. There's a sound of more orcs coming. Their big orc rager coming in the general direction of your group.
Yep.
Kahren is being attacked by 3 orcs. They're not in flanking positions. The orc to the north, natural 1. Throws his weapon away. It's going off to go get his weapon. Steps and picks up his weapon. Let me just roll the d4. Okay.
40 feet. So he's stepping away, not to incur AOs.
It's d4.
Oh, d4 squares.
So 20 feet away.
20 feet away is still a
So
long way.
He's off to go pick up his weapon.
To pick up his pride, along with
the one who is heavily wounded and fighting on pure grit also misses as he bleeds again. And then the Orc Rager. The Orc Rager is going to aim and attack.
Bastard.
AC 25 is a hit. He's then going to just attack on his last action.
Look up, buddy.
Oh. All right. So we already know that this guy has an axe. So 20 damage is bad. We're just gonna check your. Yeah, let's just see your hit points there, bud.
Karen's got 40 hit points.
40 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay. He will take the 20. He doesn't like taking the 20, but he has no options at this point.
He could react and absorb 2 of it with his con?
Well, there's another swing coming. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's hoping this is just a less brutal number. 13 damage. I think he's going to absorb with his armor because
take a dent.
Take a dent because 13 becoming 4, 24 damage, 1 dent. It's no good if you're dead. Armor doesn't help you when you're
It all
dead.
gets fixed on the boat anyway.
It all gets fixed on the boat anyway.
Oh, it's just the getting easier to hit, like the combat tilts.
Yep. All right, Ganzorig.
Well,
There's another crack sound, and then like a quieter crack that's like.
I mean,
this one appears. Give me a sense motive.
+5. 22.
22. This was enough noise that the Yak Rider was shocked by it. He was.
Okay.
He reacted to. He's like he doesn't look. He looks unsettled by the noise.
All right. The horse steps, and then we're gonna move to provide Karen a flank.
Okay.
I need to move stupidly. Yeah, we're gonna move to provide Karen flanking with the horse.
The horse is flanking. You bleed 1.
Yeah, and I'll take my 1 damage. Before we moved, like that's where the horse is going to end up. So
Okay.
I had to single move, so I don't take any penalties. So before we get there, we are going to spend, while the Yakman is distracted for a moment.
Yeah, the way the system works does promote a lot of like weird nonlinear time sort of stuff.
We're going to spend 1 grit to attack this guy within the first range increment as a touch attack.
Okay, his ass cheek is in the
Is in the light.
is in the full light.
I noticed that. And smiled. All right, and then we're gonna aim. We're gonna aim. Yeah, I've spent the grit. Okay. Now the bonuses should be 10. Plus aim. AC 15 touch attack.
Yeah, that hits. It's a touch attack.
Okay. Come on, Motron. 5 damage.
He takes it. He doesn't. Well, actually, 5 damage. He doesn't take it. He blocks it with his armor.
I reduced his armor. But
he doesn't have
his
armor.
armor.
He blocks it with his con.
Yeah.
So he still takes 2 damage.
Okay. Lame. Such lame damage. Oh, okay. All right, that's.
You're playing tag with a water pistol versus a howitzer.
Yep. And you can rapid shot on your iterative attacks.
Let's just read rapid shot real quick. From the Unchained Action Economy. It might say first. If you have rapid shot or rapid reload, no, rapid shot, rapid reload.
That's fine. I've got penalties anyways, so I'm just going to attack a single time. But this is against the half-orc rager that is kicking Karen's ass. AC 12?
Yeah, so if it's like rapid shot, would be like 2-weapon fighting or flurry of blows, and it's in your first attack action.
Okay.
Is how they have it written.
AC 12?
Against which one?
The raging guy.
AC 12 does not hit the raging guy.
Okay. Hey, Christy. And then we end up here, and Ganzorig's horse is going to attack the raging guy with its hooves.
Okay.
Now it moved a single move, so it's got both of its attacks. I don't know what we should do with animal attacks. Like it's got 2 primary hoof attacks.
So I think that the buff to animals should be they don't take iterative attack penalty on those if they use other actions for them.
Nice. Okay.
Like I think that's just a smart way to.
So with strength and bab plus the flank, the raging barbarian is getting hooved from the horse. AC 13, AC 16.
AC 13 is that with the flank?
That's with the flank.
That's with the flank. AC 16 hits.
Okay. 3 damage from getting bumped by the horse.
It is getting messy in here.
Yep, so Ganzorig had 1 attack on this guy. Did I include the aim bonus? Would AC 14 have hit?
He's AC 15 if you could get a flank in there.
No, he attacked way up
He
here.
attacked from way over there.
When we moved? Okay, that's fine. So he aimed and then missed, and then the horse comes crashing in and is...
Point blank or no?
No, I was too far away for point blank.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Weird non-linear time.
Well,
okay.
yeah, in order to take the right penalties when you're moving around your horse firing arrows,
you have to know all of your movement
far you
at the
move.
end of your...
Yeah, that's...
It is very strange. All right, so Senior Yakman is... His mount...
disappears into the darkness. Damn it.
Disappears into the darkness with thundering speed. He is displeased that there's nothing here to attack that he can reach. He takes an action to swap his bow and his long his shield and spear, and is then going to. Oh, we're gonna put one into Ganzorig. Aiming. Horse is moving.
Okay, so who's attacking Ganzorig? Sorry, I was talking about map tools. Of which
the arrow with big, thick fletching is coming out of the shadows.
Oh, he went into the shadows and switched from his lance back to his bow. Wow.
Because there's nobody there.
Okay. AC Nat 20.
Yep.
Boo. Okay. Ganzorig. Does he have any way of stopping this? He does not. He is a 3rd level dude. If it was against somebody else, he could yell a warning, but I've already used that power once per day. I traded that once per day power for basically favored enemy.
That's still pretty good.
No, wait. That one is a number of uses of solo tactics. So I gave up solo tactics for this one.
Which is the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor one, yeah.
I like solo tactics.
It is good, but this is kind of fun.
This is also good too.
All right. So that's a critical threat with the bow.
Sorry, I like Paint.net. I used to use GIMP a lot, but GIMP is a little bit frustrating to use sometimes, so Paint.net does most of what I need. And I don't pay for Photoshop anymore.
You going to confirm that, Crate?
Oh, yeah. You want me to continue? Okay, I was just engaging with the people. Cool. AC 20.
Now I have a question. Does he see the attack coming? Is he flat-footed or not?
That is a very good question. Give me a perception check. The DC is 25.
That's fair. Nope. That's super fair. 22. Nope, I don't quite know where it's coming from. I think it's coming from over here. It comes from over here. Critical hit with the bow.
Okay.
My touch AC is... my flat-footed AC is 17. With protection from evil, it's 19.
Okay.
This is where it gets ugly.
Okay.
So this is how it gets captured.
There was this point in chat. I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. It's like, I need to go to bed soon. I'm like, I also need to go to bed soon.
And then a bastard, I thought he was going to attack with the lance, but he fired his bow. Got me right here.
Ganzorig, you're not... You know Kahren must have saved your life. You remember this feeling of just like being ripped from your horse? Like you were in the saddle and then you weren't, and you were falling into this haze of darkness. You remember bits and pieces of conversation. It's where Karen's sort of picking up the stories. That's when her friends came. Where you know that you met some people. I'll just grab your tokens. He describes like guns and loud noises and the people who were your friends.
Are these the guys that visited Mulgramir's camp?
Some very powerful warriors. They tended to your wounds. You remember, Kahren told you, oh, we saved some people, but we your father, like, it's like he gives a shake no about your father. There were 3 or 4 people of your people that were saved.
My father was dead.
Your father was dead. That's what you were told. You met the Dajon, these warriors of Dajon. These
stupid orcs.
These brothers of gold.
What do they want?
Pompous, a pompous man with a strange arm, lots of thunder sticks. You remember them like as you were coming in and out, and you decided you were strong enough. They were using some magics upon you to keep you alive. There was this conversation about how, a naked imperial man in the desert isn't appropriate, and they gave Kahren clothes. He apparently had the same build as Ganchono, so he got a spare hat and a long duster.
Well, at the time, he didn't really need his modesty. The dummy needed it more.
The
How many arrows? 2? I think it got hit twice. 3 times? Oh, did we get 3? I don't know. You tell me, Karen.
how many times did you get him, or did he get you?
No, the dummy. How many times did the dummy get hit?
Oh, what does if an orc charges it, picks it up, and chucks it into the fire? What does that count as?
1.
Burned up my robes.
1.
Well, then it was 3.
Okay, well, you owe me a coin then.
Shit. 4. He's not a very good liar.
I already gave him the coin. He's not gonna. He knows. He knows you're penniless.
Yeah, the coin now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna separate that coin. I think Ganzorig and Kahren are just gonna pass it back and forth on stupid bets.
It's the only betting coin.
Treasure, the betting coin, is a, I guess, an Acunian silver. I'm assuming, or maybe a dwarven silver, might be the standard silver coin of the world.
Kahren is a nice boy, but he's kind of too trusting. Kahren was taking care of you. These people were helping you out. They are really good at killing orcs. You know they're good at killing orcs. You do recognize Chono being Argan Chono is a Acunian. Give me it would be a knowledge history check, or
he can barely recite his own people's story. And then he only has ranks and knowledges to identify monsters. So
knowledge local?
Nope.
Okay. Give me an int check.
3.
3. He's a Kunian, but he is not of the horse people. He is of a different people. Chono means like wolf. So it's probably one of the there are Kunians who favor wolves over horses.
Wolves. Most unnatural. He does. He thanks them. He just watches them. He's more like mourning quietly the passing of his father, and he's probably hurt. So
okay.
He doesn't ask too many questions. He's thankful. He thanks Akadi for blowing the winds of chance to intercept.
Okay. Kahren is able to slip Ganzorig 3 feathers.
What's this?
They were on your father's body.
Okay.
They seemed important. And you know,
do I know what they are?
You know that these are like Acunian tokens. They basically provide you like great accuracy over distance.
Ooh. So they're magic. 3.
They're single-use magic items that you can use to make an attack without range penalty. So you can go up to max range. No.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are some proper feather tokens.
After what seemed to be the Kahren is telling you it was weeks of this painful travel from your significant chest wound. You get to this point where
it was right here.
The people, and here I'll actually grab their tokens so you can make an emotional connection with the things that you see. We're going to go to Desert Camp. The Acunians that you saved were no longer traveling with the group. These mercenaries of varied peoples rescued them in one way, shape, or form. They were deposited, you suspect, with another Acunian tribe. They did not go and find your peoples as you traveled southeast across your lands.
I get the sense that we're prisoners.
You get the sense that Karen doesn't quite understand that you're prisoners. You get the feeling that you're being brought somewhere. You're much less trusted.
You realize that these people, while they saved us, and I thank Acadia for sending them our way, they're not going to let us go. Watch them pucker up when I walk near one of their horses.
Okay, you still have effectively like a fork penalty to con at this point.
Yeah, ability damage or something like that. Yep. Sucking chest wound.
Oh, not that I'm in any condition to travel. These stitches are going to rip right open if I started doing any horse tricks.
He wanders up to the horses. He does, like, instead of making conversation with them, will, like, feed the horses and, like, say hello to them and pet them.
You note that Lao, like the two Jade warriors, the brothers of Jade, Lao Ge and Lao Di, whenever you're going towards the horses, they're always, good 15 feet away.
Yeah,
they've got, what some might argue is potentially hostile stances.
He just pets the horses, makes sure that they're fed, double checks things that, like, if anyone was delinquent in any of the grooming of the horse, then Ganzorig just treats the horses well.
Wait a second. Are you saying we're prisoners here? He at one night, Karen is like, you said you were our friends. There's this blowout argument.
Yep.
Where of course we're friends. Friends do things for others. The thing we do here.
We appreciate you coming to save our butts, but I said butt toys.
The jokes for Corinne, not for them.
But where are you taking us? This is farthest I've ever been. What do you want from us?
Just a little business arrangement. Everybody needs work, and you look like good workers. You're strong. You're interesting. You speak funny. He's pointing to Karen, who has an accent that's just completely strange. He sounds like an Imperial, but not quite correct.
Ganzorig pouts a little bit.
This is bullshit. There's a point where Karen decides it's time to solve this with fists. Karen ends up getting his ass absolutely beat by two very aggressive large men. The others just watch. They don't raise weapons. He just gets an old-fashioned pummeling. The next day, Karen is tied up in ropes. He gives you a wink as the ropes all fall off of him, and he picks you up and tries to run. He is not fast enough. He cannot defeat basically a bullet from the dwarf's gun that knocks Karen out from the back.
Oh,
the gun that he shoots up, and the bullets come down.
Ganzorig's putting up his hands. He did it all on his own. Don't shoot me. I still got holes. Is this where he ends up in a box?
He ends up in a box.
Oh, bastards.
And Karen, and over the next couple weeks of healing, Ganzorig is kept plied with alcohol as you're moved into the Jade Kingdom, sold to a pirate captain, and put on a boat.
Bastards. Thanks for saving me, but also not thanks for selling me into pirate slavery.
Hey, we did it. We're adventurers. We saved you.
We need a name for tonight's game. Yeah, as is tradition, we name our games after. Something about the dummy.
It's like a Karenin address or distraction. Distraction.
It was funny. You could see how one archer on a horse could be annoying. Imagine 1,000 of them. Oh no, I only have infantry.
Ganzorig on a horse as a 3rd level dude made the CR7 troop look like a big pile of waste of time. Like it was like waiting for a critical fumble to happen or waiting for you to run out of arrows because you don't have much wealth for arrows. Like it was just not effective.
The final tally for the fight, there were 3 more rounds, so I think I've used around 36 arrows. So about a third of his arrows in both fights, the hilltop and the basement, and then actually the third fight in the darkness. So
yeah,
went through about a third of the arrows.
Yeah, you basically can. It's like 30 arrows gets you about 7 CRs worth of creatures down.
Had they not had a high mid-level leader, we could have taken that orc group that came out.
Yeah, they had 4 crappy archers, 1 like mid-level tough guy.
It was senior Yakman. Yakman.
Senior Yakman.
Yakman. I'll use Yakman as the. There's something about the dummy or the betting coin or.
3 javelins.
3 javelins. That was good. That night fight was scary. The orcs mobbing in, you're like, you can hear them, you can feel them, you can't see them. Oh no, get away.
The vision layer is always fun.
Yeah, it was a good fight, and it was good to see what the horse, what Ganzorig can do, like just in open terrain. It was nice to have a fight in open terrain with the horse.
Now get on the pirate ship for the next.
Well, here's the thing. So he does get animal companion at 4th level. I don't know what level we're starting the campaign at, and at 4th level he does have via class power, maybe not through story, but he should have a 1st level animal companion.
Okay.
Horse.
What type of animal you want to go?
It's just a horse. Yeah,
it is just a horse. Okay.
Horse named Sky Pony, and its stats are already created somewhere.
Okay.
So I don't know how we get it, or if it's on the horse, or
I know how you get it.
Yep.
It'll be probably a game or 2 before you get it. Everybody, basically, instead of doing the XP for all this, we're going to go everybody's 4th, level up your dudes.
Nice.
And that's how we'll pick up the adventure on board the Promise.
I will let Mark know that he's got Gutano and Mulgrimir to update. I've already updated Kahren to 4th.
Thank you, sir.
I have not touched Grimsby because I'm less sure about what you were trying to do with this build.
I make it a very stylistic bard dwarf guy who does,
so,
I'm using all the weird power.
You've got Grimsby to update, is what I'm saying. I can do the basics and leave you with the choices if you want. But okay, next week I am out of basically the city, so I'm on vacation. So I don't think we're going to have game for a couple of weekends, but we'll let you know on Discord. For those watching on YouTube, which is where this video will appear, thanks for your support. For those hanging out the channel with us tonight, it's good to see you folks here, and as always, we hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Peace, have a good night. GG, Adam. GG.
Works in the darkness.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Oh gosh.
Some things just don't get old. Right. XSplit end. I'm hitting the end button. It's not working. All right, I might have to brute force. Oh no, it's doing something.
The audio at the end of this episode is going to be crazy.
Well, I want the video to end properly.
Pinch.
It's weird because I could see us moving in the video, but the UI of XSplit is not responding.
I could watch you in this live stream moving as well.
Yep. It's like okay, there we go. I got buttons back, maybe. It's like it's thinking.
What is it thinking about?
It's like, no, you cannot leave. All right, now we got a spinner. Okay, that's. It will not let me in the connection. I can yank it, but the video ends up not.
Then you have to do a bunch of work.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd rather sit here for a few moments. Oh, come on. So stupid.
I'm looking forward to the Easter break myself. Get a couple days off work.
Yep.
It'll be nice.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, that's right. Stat holiday in Canada. Yeah.
I'm gonna make some pork loin. Nothing really to do with Easter, but it'll be tasty, you know. Some honey mustard, which is like my new favorite thing. I put that shit on everything right now. It's like beef. Let's throw some honey mustard on there. Yogurt. Let's throw some honey mustard in there. I legit did that to make a sauce. I'm like Greek yogurt and honey mustard. There we go on a potato.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I'm on holidays. I haven't cooked in the last day or so. So it's been
What
Uber Eats
I
for the last
tell
day
you
too.
is it was far more appealing than fresh salsa in Greek yogurt. That, while it tastes absolutely fine, looks horrendous. It is. Food shouldn't be like pink, like Pepto-Bismol. Chunky Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it seems awful.
Rather on the potato is not appealing.
All right, I have given up on this thing. I'm going to kill the process directly from the task manager. Good night, everyone. Good game. And I'll just have to do the editing afterwards.
Sorry.
Okay. Good
I
night.
didn't do it.